Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. GM's Bob Lutz is going to retire. The car czar may get named today. And here's a report on what's got to be the world's worst driver. Coming up next, the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Monday, February 9, 2009, and now the news. And breaking news here, General Motors announced this morning that Bob Lutz is going to be retiring later this year. He will be replaced by Tom Stevens, who had been running GM Powertrain and now becomes vice chairman and reports to COO Fritz Henderson. Well, the rumor mill says today is the day the Obama administration names its car czar. And that's expected to be Stephen Ratner, the founder of the investment firm Quadrangle, who also worked at Morgan Stanley and other Wall Street firms, and who started his career as a reporter with the New York Times. He will be assisted by another Stephen Gursky, who was also an analyst at Morgan Stanley and who has been an advisor to General Motors and to the United Auto Workers Union. And Gursky is the guy who really knows what's happening in the auto industry. The Wall Street Journal reports that General Motors will take back a number of Delphi plants. These are plants that make parts exclusively for GM, and GM believes it could get more financial help from the government if it absorbs them. Moreover, GM has been bailing Delphi out, and presumably, if GM gets the plants that it needs, it would no longer provide financial assistance to its largest supplier, which used to be part of General Motors. Ethanol is less energy dense than gasoline, which results in lower fuel economy. WardsAuto.com reports that Ricardo is working on a system to eliminate that efficiency penalty. Its ethanol-boosted direct injection system incorporates turbocharging and direct fuel injection to create big power. Ricardo predicts that cellulosic ethanol will become available in the next few years, and this system will help boost demand for it. Hyundai released a photo of an all-new concept car it will unveil at the Salon International de l'Automobile in Geneva in March. This concept, named HED6, was styled at the company's European design headquarters in Germany. And Porsche released the first images of the new model it's going to be adding to its 911 model series, the GT3, which will also be unveiled at the Geneva Motor Show. The 911 GT3 goes on sale in Europe starting in May. California and the 13 other states that want to adopt their own CO2 emission standards are one step closer to getting what they want. The EPA released a statement saying the denial was a substantial departure from the EPA's long-standing interpretation of the Clean Air Act's waiver provisions. The agency has set March 5th as the date on a public hearing regarding the state's requests and will take public comments through April 6th. According to the Detroit News, the California Air Resources Board would immediately put the requirements into effect if it gets approval. You know, most folks probably pass their driver's test the first time or maybe in a couple tries, but that's not the case for one South Korean woman. Autoblog reports that the 68-year-old has failed her driver's test an unbelievable 771 times. The test can't be that hard. You only need a score of 60% on it to pass, but she typically manages only to get 30 or 50%. It costs roughly $5 to take the test, which means she shelled out about $3,600 trying to get her driver's license. Coming up next, a look inside Tesla and its brand new all-electric roadster. We'll be back right after this.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
Tesla Motors, the small Silicon Valley startup automaker, has been making news with an all-electric sports car. Our West Coast reporter, Isaac Bouchard, recently got an in-depth tour of the company's California facilities. Here's a little of what's happening on the West Coast.
You probably know Silicon Valley as the home of the high-tech industry, or maybe the site of your preferred search engine. But one day soon, It may also be known as the birthplace of your favorite car. Welcome to Tesla Motor Headquarters, just south of San Francisco. This is the car company named after the father of electricity, Nikola Tesla. You know, inventor of the Tesla coil. They named it after him because there's no hybrids here and no plug-in hybrids. Those still use a piston engine as a part of their powertrain. It's all electric at Tesla, but that doesn't mean it's a golf cart either. Tesla has only one model in its lineup so far, and it's called the Roadster, an all-electric performance car that can accelerate to 60 in under 4 seconds and hit 125 miles an hour. And it has a range of about 250 miles before charging. The company is a newcomer in the century-old auto industry. Created in 2003, Tesla is now run by 37-year-old Elon Musk, one of the co-founders of PayPal, the internet payment system. So far, he and several other backers have invested $185 million in the company and spent all but a quarter of the funding on bringing this first car to market. But with a 6-figure price tag, it's not the green answer for everyone.
And that's it for today's top news in the global automotive industry. Don't forget, you can always get podcasts, transcripts, and a whole lot more at our website, AutolineDaily.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, Dawn's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.